All right, so this is what is this?
It's a podcast.
What are we calling this podcast?
I have no
Or
idea.
maybe we should introduce who we are to people that don't know who we are. But if you are listening and you don't know who we are, then why are you listening?
I'm figuring the only people listening right now are people we actually know.
I think so, but maybe it'll spread, and episodes down the line, people will listen back.
Good point, but then they already know who we are.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm Matt,
And I'm Bill.
and this is our podcast.
Should I lose these glasses? I'm wearing glasses right now. Should I?
Are you
have
wearing
them on?
glasses? I'm not wearing glasses.
You're not?
See, they can see us, but we can't see
We
each
can't
other.
see each other. Should we be on video chat right now? I don't even
Maybe
know.
we should be.
Like, you
Or
don't
maybe
know-
we should tell them we're in different places in the country, different time zones. I'm not even in your country. You're not in my country.
This is an international podcast.
Yes, I'm in Toronto, and you're in LA.
And that's my city, man. It's I
Is
liked it a lot.
Well, you're from Virginia,
Right.
and you moved out to LA. Why did you move out to LA?
Well, I got a job working for a internationally successful comedian.
But was that your dream to go out there and do that, or did it just kind of happen and that's where it was?
I was a big fan of his. Should we say who I'm talking about right now?
Tom Green.
I mean, do we even need to say it? Because I mean, internationally funny comedian. You should know automatically.
There's only one guy.
Right. I mean,
that could be.
my dad was like, "Who is this guy?" And I was like, "Do you remember the movie Road Trip we saw? Like the guy who put the mouse in his mouth? Yeah, that's who I work for now, Dad. Your son's a success."
You know that I want to go down to LA too.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to get my Hollywood dream too. Because as you can see, I'm in a room of junk.
You know, behind me you can actually see, amongst my junk, you can see a toaster that Matt actually gave to me.
And this is a special toaster that I gave you because it
Yeah.
has a Pop-Tart setting.
That's right. If I ever need to cook a Pop-Tart, I just set it right to the mark.
Pop-Tart.
Labeled
Is that a
Pop-Tart.
thing? Is that a common thing on toasters? Because I thought that was amazing when I saw that.
I've never seen it before.
And it was only $4. Can you believe it?
I cannot believe that toaster is only $4. It's such a
It came with
quality
a Pop-Tart setting, and it was $4. Amazing.
Can't get better than that.
So there's some big news going on in my end of the world.
I heard about this.
I guess it's international news now.
It did make it down here, yeah.
Rob Ford, the mayor of Toronto, is in a crack scandal. Now, this has been going on for months. Now, they said, for those of you that don't know, they have a video of the mayor smoking crack cocaine through a crack pipe. And they said this, Gawker reported that this was a thing back in July or something. But now, just last week, the police said that they have found this tape and they have submitted it to the courts, but still have not released it to the public, but they say it exists and it shows the mayor smoking crack.
Wow. I heard, they're following his limo driver or his driver.
Well, he has this they call him an occasional driver.
Shady.
And this guy, and basically they had surveillance on these two guys, the mayor and this driver, and they've met up over 100 times in weird locations like gas station, convenience stores, the woods, and the driver will drop a suspicious package or envelope in the mayor's car, and then they'll just go their separate ways.
And they don't even talk, right? They just kind of...
No, they don't even talk. They just... one time when they caught them walking into the woods together, they brought 2 bottles of vodka, drank the bottles of vodka in the woods, and then left. Who knows what else they did in the woods? But they're just meeting suspiciously, probably doing some sort of drug deal.
He's refusing to resign, right?
He's refusing to resign. This guy will not go down. I don't think he's ever going to resign. I think the only way he'll resign is if he gets arrested and put in jail, or the election comes up and we vote a new mayor in.
Do you think they will vote a new mayor in, or do you think people like this hilarity?
He has a radio show on the radio here every Sunday. And he goes on there and he apologizes. He initially said he didn't smoke crack, but then he goes on his radio show this Sunday and he apologizes for Something completely unrelated to what anybody wants to know. He apologizes for being drunk at a street festival sometime in the past, and that was it. He apologized for that.
Did he address it at all?
He didn't address. He just started apologizing blindly. He wasn't apologizing for anything specifically. Just apologizing. So he hasn't really apologized for anything. That was the whole thing. People don't know what he apologized for. But the stupid thing is people are actually accepting this apology. Some people are.
They're like, oh, it's cool. It's fine. That's cool.
It's cool.
You know?
It's cool. I was watching the news today and somebody said, yeah, who cares what he does on his own time? As long as he's not doing it when he's working. But but you can't.
It's crack though, man.
Yeah, I know. You can't go from... Okay, I'm off the clock. It's 5 o'clock. I'm going home. I'm going to smoke crack. I'm going to deal with drug dealers and gang members. And then, back on the job, gang members are bad. I support the police. Like, what? You can't do that. That's not a thing.
Man, I lived in Washington, D.C. during the Marion Barry, mayor of D.C. scandal when he was caught smoking crack.
And what did he do when he was caught?
Well, they caught him on there. He was under surveillance, and they caught him on hidden camera, like with some prostitutes smoking crack with him. And he resigned, I believe.
Immediately?
I think so. I was really young when it happened, but I'll tell you what, DC elected him mayor again later. So he's back. Just whatever, you know.
This is a theme for mayors, I guess. They can get away with smoking crack.
I mean, if I was Rob Ford, I'd just fire all the police. Just be like, oh, whoops.
Well, the thing is, no one can fire him. He can't be kicked out. That's the rules here.
Well, then, you know, he's the dictator then. He can do whatever he wants.
Probably.
Makes sense.
I don't know. We'll see how this thing unfolds. I'll
Right.
keep you updated, but I'm sure you'll hear about it.
Yeah, I've been seeing tweets about it. I've been seeing, you know, news articles about it.
And this guy is super fat. Like, this guy looks like he's going to have a heart attack at any moment. So I don't know how he can handle the stress.
I've seen the video of him throwing the football and falling over.
Have you seen the video of him walking into a camera?
No.
He just walks into a camera. I got to show you that. Another person that I was saw something today, he got caught exiting a brothel.
I heard about this.
Was Justin Bieber.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, can you blame him though? I mean, you know, he's a little scumbag, so just do what you do.
But what I'm thinking is, you're Justin Bieber, like, why do you need to pay for sex?
Right. Like, he can get
you
any
would think
girl.
you could get,
you know?
any girl would want to have sex with you.
I heard some of the girls from there were picked up and brought to his hotel room in a separate vehicle.
So he went to the brothel and then did stuff and then brought them back for some more action?
And then I heard he was kicked out of that hotel later for breaking the rules, but they don't say what rules.
Well, what could the rule be?
I don't know. No skateboarding in the hotel room.
That I don't think is allowed anywhere.
Oh, really?
But we've done it.
I feel like we've gotten away with that.
Here's another story. I was staying in LA once a few years back, and we decided to film a little episode of my show in the hotel room.
Well, we wanted to film on the roof.
Oh yeah. We were gonna film on the roof because it had a nice skyline. We could see like Sunset Boulevard and stuff, and it was a nice rooftop. And then the hotel management found out we were up there and immediately sent security up, and
Right.
Bill started arguing with the security.
You guys need to have permission to be filming on the roof.
How do you get permission?
You guys have to go through the general manager.
Who's the general manager?
He's here in the morning.
Well, is there someone we can talk to him right now?
No, he's not here right now.
We unfortunately we really need to get this shoot done for
Yeah,
our
well, that's what I'm
supervisors.
saying.
And
If
if
you
we
guys
don't,
don't have permission, even if you guys are guests in the hotel, you need to have permission to be on the rooftop filming anything. It doesn't matter what it is.
Security staying here.
General manager's approval before you do, because it's his hotel.
Right. Well,
It's a lawsuit if you guys want to do it.
Right. Okay. We'll just do it.
All right.
Cool. All right. Cool. So we're gonna go ahead and shoot this. Right.
We can't shoot this?
No.
No.
Oh.
Well, they didn't like that.
No, they didn't. They didn't. They didn't like that. I don't know why.
So we said, fine, we'll go back to the room and film this, but we're gonna bring this skater guy. He's gonna skateboard in the room.
Right. Yeah.
It's safe to say you can get away with it. There were no repercussions.
And that noise was contained to our room.
Maybe it was. I mean, I got into bed with his mom.
That's right. That's right.
Let's just leave it at that. Let's just not say anything else. I got into bed with his mom.
He did. And it's on tape.
Oh, I met some kids.
Oh, hi. Hi, we're filming. We're filming a show.
You're not filming me.
Why not?
I'm not going to be on your show, so get out of here. Get out of here.
What's wrong? What?
No way. Out.
What?
Film in there, not with me.
So, I just...
No,
Sure we
thank
can't snuggle?
you. No.
Just want...
I'm sorry.
I actually looked him up just the other day. I was looking at the clip the other day. I showed it to somebody.
We should find him and try and get him on the podcast.
Oh, dude, we totally should. Have a
That
reunion.
would be awesome.
Would it? That'd probably be awful. But let's do it anyway.
Would it really be that much worse than what we're doing right now?
That's a good point. It actually might be better because there'd be more than just us talking about nothing.
Well, that's what we want to kind of do. We want to bring on guests, break it up. I mean, we could. I also wanted to try and get callers or something. Who can we call?
Nobody.
I know. Well, on my time it's 1:30.
Yeah, everyone's asleep now, so no, we can't.
Well, in the
call them.
future, we could make calls, or we could set up a time when we're gonna do this. We could tweet it out.
Yeah, we could have people call in or something. I can set
and
up like a
keep
phone
people-
system. I have a free phone number that we can use.
Yeah, and they could call in, and then we could talk to them about things.
Yeah, and I can
mean, you could-
set it up, hook it up to my phone here or something. We'll figure out a way to record it.
They can follow us on Twitter at Matt_Chin and at Bill Snitzer.
That's right. But they're probably already following us because that's how they found this in the first place.
Yeah, well, this is just they're following us, but now they can tweet at us
All
things
right.
they want to talk about, or they want
Yeah,
us
good
to
call.
talk about, or things they're listening and they want to chime in.
You know, if you're just watching this at all, just send us a tweet. Send me a tweet.
we just want to know who's watching. I mean, well, speaking of Twitter, do you ever check who unfollowed you?
No, do you?
Yeah, sometimes I
Oh,
do.
man, yeah, I
And-
don't-
And then I feel bad.
It's like,
when
oh,
people,
that guy
I
was
see
cool.
people
like, damn
unfollow.
it.
No, but like I don't even know who they are, but I still feel bad when they unfollow me.
It's like, oh, that guy seemed
Especially
like,
when I haven't done anything. Like,
yeah.
or like it's the worst right when I send out a tweet and then I'll go check and then like 5 people have unfollowed me.
Oh,
It's like,
man.
was that tweet that bad?
I have like a steady number of followers, but I get the emails like, you know, you've gotten some new followers, but like I don't have any more, you know, so people are just, I have a churn of followers they're just dropping in and out. It's weird.
That's what happens to me. It seems like I get some and I lose some, but most of the ones I get are Spanish girls.
Right, because you're big in Spain. You're huge in Spain.
I'm big.
right now.
I mean, like a huge celebrity in Spain.
Right, because they love your dubbed over voice.
Yeah, my Spanish voice is sexy, from what I've heard.
Right.
Let me play a little bit of my Spanish voice for you right now.
Por eso también tengo el título de gracioso de programa de tele.
If that's not sexy, I don't know what is.
Yeah. Me gusta mucho.
I don't even know.
Porque
what that
yo hablo
means.
español. Poquito.
I don't speak Spanish.
Solo poquito.
Anyway, I get 13-year-old Spanish girls adding me because of Splat a lot.
Yeah.
And then they unfollow me and I feel bad about it.
Yeah, they're like, I don't know who follows me. Like, I have these earthquake robots that have a lot of followers, and I think people see those and they're like, oh, I'll follow the guy who programmed these. And then they're like, wait, this guy's an idiot. You know?
But the thing is, they stay following you, so they must like something you're saying.
Something, but I don't know what they expect. Like, do they expect, like, tweets about computers or earthquakes or I have no idea.
Maybe they followed you because you were the earthquake guy, and then they stayed because of your witty commentary on
That's
life
right.
and things you see.
So witty. My jokes that nobody understands because they're like really obscure on really obscure topics.
I tweet ridiculous football tweets on Sundays.
Right. Yeah. How's your fantasy team going?
I'm in 2 leagues. I'm killing 1 league. I'm 7-1, and then the other league I'm 4-5.
Can I tell you something right now?
What's that?
I don't know anything about football. The only reason I know that
concludes.
That's the end of that discussion. Tune in next week. We'll
Tune
talk
in next
more.
week where we don't talk about football at all.
The question that's on my mind right now is if anybody who started watching or listening to this in the beginning is still listening.
There's got to be one. If you're still listening right now, then you have to tweet us.
Yeah, please send us tweets.
Tell us you got this far. We're 22 minutes in, roughly.
Send me an email. Send it if you don't have Twitter. Send an email. Send an email to iheardit@billsnitzer.com.
Maybe we should make iheardit@billsnitzer.com the email where people can send in whatever they want about the show.
Yeah.
What they want to hear, what they want to say.
Anything you want.
I mean, sending an email takes a second.
I guarantee I will read every email that is sent to iheardit@billsnitzer.com.
Just send a message over. Just let us know you read it. Takes a second. You can just send a blank message.
No subject, no body, just blank.
Or say hi or anything you want.
Anything I get, I'll forward to Matt so we both see it. Maybe I'll even set up an auto forward because I don't have time to be forwarding emails all day.
We're both very busy.
Very, very busy.
Very busy people. We don't have time to forward emails.
No.
But we have time to read them.
Absolutely.
Can we talk about what we're working on?
Should we? Yeah, why not? It's I think it's kind of an open secret at this point amongst at least people we know.
We're working on an amazing application, a game.
Yes. For
the iPhone.
For iOS.
And if you like word games, like Words with Friends or Scramble or all the other word games that are out there,
any of that stuff.
You'd love this game because it's way more exciting than those, because you get to play your friends and you get to blow them up.
Yes.
It's a really fun game, actually. I think you guys are really going to like it.
People like it a lot.
When that comes out, we'll let you know. You guys can download it. We'll play you. You can start games with us.
Yeah, absolutely. My name on there is Bill, but we'll go over that all when it comes out because
we'll get more into that later. Is it coming out soon, do you think?
I am hoping to submit it to the App Store in like the next couple of weeks. So let's just finish it. You know what I'm saying? Like, Matt, you gotta stop slacking on it. Just stop slacking on it.
What is it? It's been like a year and a half in the making.
Oh, dude, that's embarrassing. That actually, it's like, oh, what do you have to show for the last year and a half? Pretty much just this, this unfinished game.
It's pretty much what we both have to show for last year.
Yeah. Like everything else.
But maybe this will be the best. It'll be the best game. It'll be a big hit. Let's just be positive. It'll be a huge hit.
People like it. I think people will share it, and something will happen.
We'll leave it at that. It's gonna be the best game ever.
Yeah. Out of all the testers we sent it to, like everybody seems really excited about it.
And I think the testing phase actually made everything a lot better because we've fixed a couple things that make the game better.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially for really good players.
Yep.
Yeah.
And there are a couple of those.
Yeah, you can play this guy, Your Mom, on there.
Man, he's good.
Name. He's the best. I can say that he is the best player in the world. Number one.
He's the best player in the world right now. He's ranked number one. I mean, I've tried. I thought I was pretty good until I played this guy.
Right. Fun fact, he's an actual Hollywood stuntman.
Yeah, and I've seen some of the stuff he's done. He's a really good stuntman and also really smart, apparently.
Best in the world. Number one ranked.
And we actually had to design a feature just for him.
Yeah.
Because he was too good.
Right.
But I think that's actually going to make it good because there are going to be really good players out there. And it's a good feature.
You know, it's good that we talked to him about him just now because that's one more person that'll actually listen to this to hear about themselves.
I hope he listens. We should just mention a lot of people.
Yeah, we should just start listening to people we know.
Listen.
Yeah, then we can like tag them in a post on Facebook and say that
you're in this at some point, but we're not going to tell you where.
Right? Yeah,
so you're going to have to listen to the whole thing. Halloween just passed. Did you hear about these people that were dressing up as black people and they were white?
No, that sounds really not racist at all.
But they say it was really okay. So here in Toronto, in Caledon, there was a vice principal who dressed up like Mr. T and painted his face black. And then there was a celebrity dancer. She's on Dancing with the Stars and in movies. Julianne Hough. She dated Ryan Seacrest.
Okay.
She dressed up like a character from Orange is the New Black, and it was a black character, and she painted her face black. But my question is this even racist?
Right. I mean, if you're as a character, you're, you know,
they get in a big deal. They made her apologize. This vice principal's probably going to lose his job. But I'm thinking to myself, it's not really racist. Yeah. You're not hating on them. You're actually paying tribute. You like this person. You're just dressing up like them.
I mean, I could see how someone could be offended by it, by just things that have happened in the past, you know, with like...
I know, like, in the past, we're going through, like, blackface with, like, really racial stereotypes and stuff like that. But in this day and age, I think people are jumping to the conclusion of racism too quickly.
Yeah, that might be one of these cases now. I mean, these people are dressing up like a character. They're dressing up like somebody, you know? It's like,
I know, and they're not being, like, over the top. Like, they're not saying, they're not being racist. That's what I'm saying. They're just, they like this character. They're being the character.
Right.
I don't think that's racist.
Yeah, like if you were just dressing up like a black person, like, hey, look at me, I'm black. That's my costume, a black guy. That's racist.
Yeah, well, because you're being a stereotype.
Right, exactly.
And that can be racist. If there's no hate involved, I don't feel like it's racist.
These are hot button issues we're talking about right here.
I heard this on the radio and I needed to talk about it with someone.
We should God, I wish we could take a call about this right now and say, boom, is this racist?
Maybe you could write into us.
There you go.
I heard it at billsnitzer.com and tell us if you think this is racist, because I don't.
That's BILLSNITZER.com. Or Z if you're in Canada.
I still say Z because it sounds better like when you sing the ABC song.
Right, that's true.
Like A, B, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Y and Z. It just kills the
It's like getting
song.
punched in the face at the end of the song with that hard D. I was hanging out with this one girl one time and she was like, like, people say I have a valley accent, but I totally don't. And I was just like, oh yeah, cool. No, you totally don't. I'm like, yeah, okay, cool.
He just didn't care.
I didn't care at all.
When you don't care, just agree.
Right. Yeah, it makes life so much easier.
So what'd you do today?
Well, I went to Trader Joe's. I don't know. Do you guys have Trader Joe's in Canada?
No, but I know Trader Joe's.
Yeah, it's kind of like a supermarket type place, but they sell like a lot of like organic.
It's like a hipster.
It's kind of like everything. All the food there is pretty cheap. But they sell a lot of like organic type food, a lot of like vegan type stuff. Anyway, I was in Trader Joe's and I saw these. Like, I'm at the checkout line. The checkout lady's like, hey, look at those people. What are they doing? And I was like, what? I was like, I look at these two girls, and they take a jar off the shelf, and one girl would put it on her neck, and then they'd hold hands, and then put the jar back.
What?
Yeah, that's what the girl said at the checkout line. She's like, I've never seen any. Like, what the hell are they doing? Why are they doing this?
Okay, so they put the jar. They put the jar like under their neck,
against the side of her neck, like almost like it was like she's like trying to cool her neck down or something with like a jar of tomato sauce.
And how did they held hands together? Like,
yeah, like so she's got one hand holding the jar against her neck, and the other hand is like in this other girl's hand. And then they kind of like look at each other and they're like, okay, and then they put the jar back.
And that was it.
Yeah, like I don't know if this was like some weird new age hippie like
They
like
did this
Hollywood.
more than once?
Yeah, they were just doing it to like just random things down the shelf.
Do you think they were trying to spread like a rash?
Oh. Maybe. I thought they were like just like totally, feeling the energies of like the food
I don't know.
in the
Like
jar
it makes
and,
no
like,
sense. I don't know what
seeing
that
if
would
like
be.
it's all connected or not.
If those girls are listening,
I hope that.
I heard it at BillSnitzer.com.
Yeah, if you are
and
doing that, or if you know
tell
what the
us.
hell they were doing, please email us. I heard
If
it.
this is
at
a
BillSnitzer.com.
if this is a thing,
Right.
we want to know about it.
I actually Googled immediately after on my phone. I like before I even got home. I was like jar against neck holding hands. But that didn't.
Nothing came up?
Nothing came up that was relevant at least.
You might have just seen a jump cut. I was.
And if you
I
did,
just wanted something to go into it. I mean, to be honest, I don't know what this is gonna even look like.
right? Are we just?
I mean, there might be a lot cut out.
All right. So here's what we do: just take your intro and just cut that and move it all the way to the front of what I was saying earlier.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, and then or if,
And
if
then
you
it'll
don't do that, just people watching, just use your imagination that we did that.
Maybe I don't do that.
Right.
Maybe I just leave it.
Yeah, I think either way is fine.
When should we put this up? Should I put this up on Wednesday?
But would you upload it to Omega3 or your channel?
I guess I could put it up.
I mean,
the whole thing is trying to get people to see it. I mean, I could
really,
put it
my
up
whole thing
on
was trying to get people to click the ads.
Well, that's obviously the thing.
Oh, okay.
Look, we're not allowed to say that.
Oh. All right. Well, they've already seen the ad, so if they clicked it, then thank you.
Yeah, thanks
But
for that.
I'm in no way telling you to do that.
Don't do it unless you're interested in the ad and you actually want to see it.
Right.
With the ad.
There are I've seen some very interesting ads. And
Sometimes
I
I
personally
just,
often
like,
I click ads often because I'm very interested
I-
in what they have to say.
I always click ads, and I always watch pre-rolls.
Absolutely. I do not skip the skip button. Why? It's like more. It's more
Why is that
entertainment
even
for you.
there? I would rather watch. I get 2 videos for 1.
Yeah, exactly. I do not use an ad blocker. You know?
Definitely not. 'Cause
Definitely,
that would be counterproductive.
Absolutely. To my goal of just consuming as much media as possible.
You got to see what's out there, and in order to do that, you have to get all the content.
Right.
So watch all the ads
All the way through.
and click the ads that interest you, which they all should.
Right. Because they're highly targeted. Google spends a lot of money in figuring out how to do that.
Yes. So we should put it somewhere. I don't know where. I mean, Omega3Supreme would make sense if we were calling it Omega3Supreme.
Right.
We just need to get it out there to people. We might as well just put it on Omega3Supreme.
I guess, right? Whatever. We just put it anywhere. You know what? Why don't we put it on
Why don't you just
iFilm.com?
They gotta find it.
Oh, okay. All right. We'll put it on Rever. We'll put it on
Why don't we put it
Live
on?
Leak.
I'm trying to think of the
just like old
most
one.
obscure.
Yo, why don't we upload this to World Star Hip Hop also? You know?
I just want to upload it to there so we have a huge watermark over our entire face. Maybe
Yeah.
I'm just gonna. We won't upload it to World Star Hip Hop,
Just
but I'll put the
the
watermark
like it was ripped and make
over
it really low quality, like it's been like ripped 500 different times by a bunch of people.
I'll film it on my cell phone on the screen, on the computer screen,
Yeah. Perfect.
and that's what you'll see.
You can't see this, but I have some like lighting set up. I've set up some nice lights here. I got like my background is like my kitchen is illuminated with like a nice blue gel. And I'll tell you what, if you are a lighting technician and can guess what color number gel I'm using here and by what manufacturer, you win.
That's an interesting contest.
Right?
What should the prize be?
I don't know.
Guess the gel.
Guess the gel number.
See, no one's gonna win.
I can give out some
Because-
pepper seeds.
even if they got it right, we would just say they were wrong.
Good point. Good point.
No one's sanctioning this contest.
Yeah.
You got to be a legal resident of the U.S.
And
or you got to be a legal resident of Canada.
you got to be a legal resident of both. So sorry, can't do it.
And Mexico.
Of course. Like everything that just happened. Yeah, don't worry about what just happened. That jump cut you just saw, don't worry about what you just saw or what you didn't see.
You see a lot of jump cuts, just ignore them.
Right.
Just pretend they didn't happen.
This pop filter is really nice. I'm using it with my Audio-Technica shotgun microphone, which you can see in the bottom of the frame here. And
I need to pick up a pop filter. I might be popping peas everywhere.
I know a guy off of Craigslist. You sound all right, at least through the through what I'm listening to.
I'm trying to swallow them. I'm trying to swallow my hard peas.
It's nothing like swallowing some pee to really.
That's my favorite thing to do.
I do.
We're talking about urine, right?
Yes, we're talking about urine. Good. Just making sure we're on the same page.
I just want to make sure we're talking about urine, not
Sounds.
If you've made it this far,
you're an idiot.
Congratulations.
No, congratulations. Thank you, actually.
Thank you, idiot. Next week, are we going to try and do guests and like a phone call or two?
Maybe we can even set it up so people can listen. They can call in and listen live, and then we can just like randomly. I don't know. Maybe that's a little too.
Or maybe
ambitious.
if they just like we'll put up the number and then they can just call in and it'll just say call this number.
Right.
And we'll see who calls.
We'll get like 1 or 2 calls, and maybe we'll get.
we could probably set up a stream somewhere of this.
Whoa.
And they could watch it live.
Whoa. Whoa.
You know where we could do it? We could do it on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
We could have like a Google Hangout. Next Monday, we'll tweet it out. We'll tweet out a phone number you can call in. We'll have a guest hopefully. And that's it. You just saw another jump cut. This is the Omega3Supreme podcast.
I'm Bill.
And I'm Matt. You can follow us at Matt_Chin and at Bill Snitzer. And we'll be tweeting out times when we're going to record this so you can call in and interact and all that good stuff next Monday.
Thanks for watching, guys.
And listening.
Yeah.